decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 50 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return for Ayuk.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action, Garoppolo. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And And the 13-year man puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was first.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route. I leave a...
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
And just a yard to go here on second down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. Avoids him at the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Vikings nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Niners 7, Vikings nothing.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their 1st drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Gets this one to use check. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
First down, San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, when you drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
His kick.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 17. Vikings nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.